What's up, guys? I'm Anthony, and welcome to Life with Anthony. I hope everyone is doing well out there. And yes, the title of this video is correct. I know that it's going to come as a surprise to many of you guys, but I decided that it is time for me to move on from my job. Now, I'm not going to go into great detail of what led me to my decision to leave my job, but I am going to talk a little bit about the main reason why I decided that I no longer want to work for this company. The main reason is because they are forcing me to learn how to do another position that I was not hired to do. I was hired to be a road tender at this company. As of last night, I was told that I'm going to be training to become a stacker operator as well. Now, my first initial thought was, why? I was not hired to be a stacker operator here. You're not paying me to be a stacker operator and a road tender, so why do I have to be a stacker operator as well? Well, when my supervisor called me in the office and told me this, I got so upset, like instantly. And I was just staring at him, and he could tell that I had some things going on in my head. And he told me, he said, "You look like you have something you want to say. Now is a good time to say it." He went on to list other road tenders who know how to operate the stacker as well. And he said that I'm the only one that don't know how to operate the stacker. And then again, I was just staring at him, and he said, "You're looking at it like it's a punishment of some sort." And then at that point, someone walked into the office, and I just walked out of the office and gathered my things and went over into the stacker operator area. At that time, I was just thinking, I don't want to work here anymore. That was my next immediate thought, is that I don't want to be here anymore. I'm not going to do two positions for the price of one. I see how they take advantage of those guys and use them whenever they need them to be here, to be there. Where I come from, when I first got into the printing industry on my old job, they paid us $1 each time we learned how to do something different. And not only do something different on a different press. We had 4 presses. If you learn how to be a road tender on press 1, press 2, they gave you $1 each time. And it gave people an incentive to want to learn, to want to move up to ultimately becoming an operator. Not like this job, who want to just use you for multiple positions and not compensate you for. It's hard for me to mentally accept that coming from where I came from. That is how I was able to make the hourly wage that I am at now, is because my old company compensated me and other people for learning there, learning other responsibilities there, you know. It's because I have knowledge of all 3 positions. I have had all 3 positions in the printing press room. I am where I want to be and doing what I want to do of those 3 positions. I don't want, at this stage of my life and my career and my age, to start running around doing multiple things and not being compensated for it. I don't have to do that. And that's the unique position that I am in at my life right now. I don't have to do that. I'm not about to let this company take advantage of me and use my services and once again not compensate me for it. Companies these days are big on getting the most out of their employees and not paying them for it. Now, I can go on about the money that this company is saving for certain things that they are not paying the employees there for, but I'm not going to go into all of that. So for that reason, I decided that I no longer want to be a part of this company. I'm in a unique position to not have to be there because I'm not married, I don't have any kids, I don't own a house, I'm not broke, I'm not living paycheck to paycheck, and as of next month, a short week and a half, I will be able to get out of this apartment at any given time. Now, the great thing about that unique position that I'm in is that I can get a job anywhere. I can get a job anywhere. I have the entire United States of America to go out and find work because I have no obligations. The only person that I have to take care of is me. And so when this company brought me in there last night and told me that, I was like, that's it. That's it. You guys know that I have been thinking about and wanting actually to move back down to Baltimore to be around my family and friends. That's no big secret. I've mentioned that and talked about that on my channel several times. I even put in for a position last week down in Baltimore. So that's one of my goals, is to get back down to Baltimore. But I wanted to take my time and get some things in order before that happened. Now, unfortunately, because I made this decision to leave this job, the three priorities that I had, which was to pay my car off, go on my 6-month baseball road trip, and then get a part-time job, has shifted a little bit, but those things are still going to happen, but it's just going to take a little bit longer for those things to happen, depending on my next move. Now, when I settled down and my thoughts, I was able to think straight, I said to myself, once I settle my thoughts down, if I feel the same way that I don't want to be on this job, that I would leave this job. My thoughts settled down, I got to thinking, and I felt the same way. It's time for me to leave this job. And then after that, you guys know me, I started formulating a plan. Okay, Anthony, you don't want to work here no more. What's the plan? So my initial plan was I would go ahead, give them a 2 weeks notice, which will be around September 10th, will be my last day there. Then I would have about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks left to be in this apartment. I would use that time to go ahead and get the things out of this apartment, clear this apartment out, and then once I finished that, I was going to head down to Florida and start my job search down there. Not specifically in Florida, but I figured, hey, if I'm not working, I may as well go down there, spend some time with my best friend, and start my job search from there, wherever I end up. I still am going to end up in Maryland, whether it's going to be a year and a half from now or a year from now. That still is definitely going to happen. But then I got to texting one of my buddies online. This is me because I'm not interested in learning how to be a stacker, so I was on my phone. I was on my phone all night because I was truly not paying attention to what was going on that stacker. So I got to texting one of my buddies, and he told me that his job is hiring, because I was telling him about what had happened on my job just now. And he told me that his job is hiring. And he said that, he has his recruiter phone number, and he asked me if I wanted his recruiter phone number. But the thing about it is, it's a little glitch in his plan. He quit the job, and then now in the process of going back. So he's not quite back in there yet. But he's telling me, oh, I'll give you the recruiter once I get in there, this, that, and the other. I said, dude. So I went on Indeed and looked up his job to see whether there were any job postings on Indeed about, on his job. Surely enough, a list of positions at his company was on Indeed. And I said, you know what? Saturday is like 4 days away or something. You know how many people can apply for that job in 4 days, those jobs in 4 days? They're hiring multiple people. And so I got off from work, I went home, got back on Indeed, and I just went ahead and applied for the position on Indeed. Then I'm still going to get his recruiter's name and reach out to him and let him know that I put in for application if I don't hear from them by then. But if that does not work out and I don't get there, I'm going to follow through with my original plan, which is to finish up this apartment at the end of September, or maybe a week before the September ends. And I'm going to head down to Florida and hang out with my best friend, start looking for work from there as opposed to up here. And that's my plan. And I feel good that I made this decision. I feel fortunate in my life right now that I'm able to say, I don't want to work here, I don't want to be here. And I feel fortunate that I am blessed that I have a little bit of finances under my belt that allows me to not be on this job. So that's what's going on, guys. Oh man, I can just go on about the things about this company, and overall I do like the company. It's better than my old company at the end of the day, but I can't do that. It's not that I can't do it, I don't want to do it. And if I don't want to do something at this stage of my life, I shouldn't have to do it. Especially when I have the means to move on. So I'm going to stop this video right now because I feel the rambling coming on. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, thank you guys for continuing to support my channel and continuing to watch my videos and everything. I do appreciate you guys. You know that. And I will see you guys very, very soon.